Hi, this is Cynthia Horner from Right on Digital, and I'm so happy that we are here with Erik Hernandez, who's going to talk to us about his wonderful role on Power Book 2, which is, of course, Ghost, and he played Gordo Castillo. Now, of course, we know that unfortunately the character got killed off, but we really enjoyed seeing you on this television show. Can you talk about how this role actually kind of changed your life? Because
Yeah.
everybody talks about you at this point.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this role was really, really special in a lot of ways. It was just such an honor to play the part, but it was also such an honor to step into a part that felt so right that, when I got the breakdown for this, like I was just joking with my friends about how many similarities there are between myself and the character. Now, there's also a lot of differences. I don't want to be too much like him, but in a lot of ways, we are very similar. So to kind of be able to bring a lot of who I am to this character was really special. And just to get to work on a production like this that, just is watched by so many people, is loved and adored by so many people was amazing. Everyone was so fantastic. And I can't wait for, whatever's next.
Now, on the series is one of those series where it's a fan fave and everybody's always weighing in and commenting on Twitter, Instagram, various other platforms. And what is some of the feedback that you have noticed that you got from fans that watch the show?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of feedback, a lot of people who liked my character, a lot of people who couldn't wait to see my character die, people who liked to seeing me pretty exposed on TV, people who did not want to see any of that. So I think, there was quite a array of reactions and feedback to it, but I think any conversation is good conversation. And I think one of the things, for the people who maybe didn't want to see as much of Drew and my relationship on TV, I think it's that those kind of relationships are real, they exist, and they're not going anywhere. So in order to be realistic to life, which is what we're supposed to do as creators of theater, we're supposed to kind of put a mirror up to society. If we're doing that and staying authentic, these things, they have to be there because they do exist.
Now, when you talk about these relationships aren't going anywhere, that was actually sort of one of your lines when you were talking to Mary J. Blige, her character on the series,
Yeah,
and you said that you were going to stay in the picture with Drew.
yeah.
Now, do you think that because of the fact that you said that, that sealed your fate?
Yeah, obviously, Gordo sitting on the secret that he was sitting on is also a risk for Monet. And when he uses that secret as leverage, Monet understands that maybe this secret is not so safe. Obviously, they both need to keep it in order for their relationship with Drew to stay intact, one as mother, one as partner. But I think that conversation really of leveraging that secret told Monet that, oh, maybe my secret's not safe with this person. And if I risk this getting out, then I risk my relationship with my son and my other kids and the rest of my family. So I think in a lot of ways, yes, that conversation really put the nail in the coffin. Yeah.
Well, you know what I liked? I actually liked the relationship you had with Drew because I felt like there was one scene where toward the end where he was telling Monet that he really thought he had something with your relationship.
Mhm.
And she acted like, oh, that's nice, sort of thing. Of course, obviously she didn't think it was that great,
Yeah.
but I thought that it was a nice tender moment between mother and son where the son was able to kind of share his truth because prior to that, that wasn't really what was happening with his character. So can you speak to that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Drew and Gordo understand each other more than anybody else they've ever met. Obviously, I'm sure they've met other gangsters. I'm sure they obviously have met other gay people. But I think to be seen and understood in a way that doesn't, like weaponize or you're not seen as a villain. These are people that really understand each other and see the good in each other and understand why they do what they do. I think that's major, and that's, I think, why we see them kind of fall for each other so quickly, and kind of betray their families a little bit for each other, and try to build this connection, because nobody really understands these people. There are people that come close, but I think that connection there kind of emboldens both of them to think that this could actually work. This is something that this makes sense. This really, I think I found my person on this planet. And I think, when you're in love, those feelings start to take over, and you get that like tunnel vision, and not a lot of other stuff matters. And I think we see that in the series.
Hmm. Now, how did you like seeing yourself on camera? Were you are you a shy person, or did you feel a little uncomfortable seeing yourself when the scenes actually came on television?
It's a little bit of everything. Sometimes you're like, yeah, oh, this is crazy to see myself. Sometimes it's so awesome to see yourself on a big screen TV. Sometimes you're like, oh, I wish, maybe I would have done this a little bit differently, things you like. But the way that I kind of view it, I grew up in a very big sports family, and a lot of my siblings and whatnot, I know them to kind of watch playback tapes, right, of them on the field or whatever it is that they're doing. And I liked to kind of view it like that. This is me like watching me do what I do, and just liking it and wanting to improve upon certain things, and all of it. But I think overall very good. I was really happy to see myself on there. It's like so crazy to see myself on the same screen as Mary J. Blige. I still can't even believe that like that happened, but it's there and it's recorded. So that's great. But yeah, it was fun. I like it. Sometimes it's a little weird.
Well, what I will say is you photographed, filmed magnificently. You looked absolutely fantastic. When I was watching these different close-ups of you, I kept saying, you know what? This man needs to be the star of a big motion picture. I
Yeah.
mean, your skin, everything just looked absolutely flawless. That's why one of the reasons I was happy to get to talk to you, so that I could just compliment you on how good you actually looked on television.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That means so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Any grooming tips that you'd like to share with our readers slash viewers?
Of course, wash your face, use toner, some moisturizer. I really like to take care of my skin, especially when I need to, but I don't do anything super crazy. I mean, my mom has beautiful skin, so I think I just kind of inherited some of that. But then, yeah, keep it simple, but take care of it. Take care of your skin, and yeah, I like to look nice.
Okay. Now, what about clothing? What type of clothing do you usually wear?
My gosh, it depends. In these days, I was just saying, I really like wearing like loose and baggy types of clothes. I kind of like swimming in my clothes these days, and being comfortable. So, I mean, most of the time you can find me in like a pair of baggy black jeans and a white tee, maybe a little jacket, but I like to keep it simple, keep it neutral, and keep it classic.
Okay. Now, one fun fact. What is your who was your favorite Tejada character outside of Drew?
Oh, my favorite. Okay, so I can't pick Drew. Is that what you're saying?
No, which one did you enjoy working with the most? of the
Well,
Tejadas?
oh gosh, honestly, I mean, Lavelle, was definitely my favorite Tejada to work with. I didn't get to work with Latoya at all, and I only worked a little bit with Woody. Woody's also really amazing, and Mary J. Blige is Mary J. Blige, so that's just fantastic. But Lavelle and I really we just grew a bond for each other off camera, and talking about a lot of things that we have in common. We both love theater. We went and saw a show together, and got to hang out with our partners, and he's definitely an actor's actor, and it comes across, it's so amazing actually to know him now and then watch the series and see the way he comes across. He's quite a technician, I feel like, when it comes to having that camera on him and knowing what he needs to do, but also such a beautiful control in his character. So to watch that as a performer, but also as a human being is really special. I'm a huge fan of Lavelle.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for this wonderful interview with Right on Digital. And we hope to connect with you as you continue doing projects. You're definitely one of our favorites. So we will be in touch.
Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.